Hearing on behalf of Olivia Ray, who's present. State your full name.
Olivia Ray.
Thank you. All right, what are we doing?
Your Honor, we're here for an arraignment and a pretrial. For purposes of the arraignment, we have received a copy of the misdemeanor complaint. We went over it. We would waive its formal reading. Ask that you enter a not guilty plea on her behalf.
Defendant having waived formal reading, pleading not guilty, court will enter that plea. All right.
Your Honor, it's my understanding today the defendant is going to plead guilty under HIDA. She is 20 years old. So she qualifies for HIDA. And
Hold for one moment. You got him. Thank you. All right, go ahead.
So it's my understanding she's going to plead guilty under HIDA today. She's 20 years old. She wants to proceed that way.
That's accurate, Your Honor.
May I have her sworn?
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Go ahead and lower your hand. Say you spell your name out.
Olivia Ray. Olivia Ray.
All right. Ma'am, it is this court's understanding that you're going to be pleading guilty to the charge of retail fraud under the Pittsfield Township Ordinance. Your understanding?
Yes.
All right, that is a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 90 days in jail and a $500 fine plus court costs. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And understanding all of that, do you still wish to plead guilty?
Yes.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
And you understand that by pleading guilty, you will not have a trial of any kind.
Yes.
You signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
You signed an advice of rights form,
Yes.
is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Do you have any question regarding any of the rights on that form?
No, Your Honor.
Please look at paragraph 5. You'll see a copy on the podium. Those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that.
Yes.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole?
No.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today that you can plead?
No.
Has anybody threatened you or coerced you?
No.
You're doing this voluntarily,
Yes.
of your own free will,
Yes.
and because you believe that you are indeed guilty of this offense?
Yes.
I make it plain again. On the date of March 29th, 2025, at the location of 2000 Waters Road, what did you do at the Target store that makes you think that you're guilty?
I walked in and I exited with a face wash without paying for it.
With what?
A face wash.
Face wash?
Mhm.
Okay. Store was open to the public at the time?
Yes.
You didn't have anybody's permission to take that property, did you?
No.
This property you took was offered for sale by Target?
Yes.
All right. Counsel, have I complied with the court ruling? Would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor, we're satisfied.
All right, court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to this charge. Defendant is referred to probation for pre-sentence investigation and report. Sentencing in this matter,
June 25th at 9 a.m.
That works.
June 25th, 2025, 9 a.m. You haven't appeared before me, obviously, before. Are you in school?
Not at the moment.
But yes,
Well,
normally.
yes.
She just finished her
Sorry,
second.
it's the summer.
Your Honor, she's a second-year student at Michigan.
At Michigan? University of?
Mhm.
Sorry, you went to a second-rate school. It's okay, I'm a Maryland grad, so I have to just say that. All right. Go ahead, you were saying that. So
That's really it. We were going to ask for a personal bond, Your Honor. She's 20 years old. She is a full-time student. She's clearly off for the summer. She has taken this very seriously. Her parents were, her mom's here right now. Her dad was here this morning. We were mixed up on the time, but he was here and had to take off. But he did take off work and he was here. She has taken a extensive theft awareness course. She took a 16-hour course. I presented Mr. Seiler with a copy of that. So based on that, I would ask for a personal bond. And then I got to notify you of one thing. Oh, actually, she has never mind. We'll be back before that. She has a wedding. Her uncle's getting married in Wisconsin, but that's going to be July 2nd. So we were going to ask for permission to leave the state for that.
what are you studying?
I'm an acting major.
Did you graduate high school here in Ann Arbor?
No, sir.
Where?
I went to Interlochen Arts Academy. It's near Traverse City.
I know where it is. Everybody thinks I just crawl from under a rock and just put on a robe and come in. I know where it is. So that tells me that there's a lot of talent there, right?
I hope so.
Valedictorian.
They know so, right? So I'm sure your parents have probably asked you, what happened here?
I don't want to approach my statement with making excuses. I have had anxiety since I was born, really, but I was diagnosed with it when I was in 6th grade. And I was having a particularly difficult time, and I believe I just wasn't thinking and made a mistake.
Been doing this a long time, and so when young people particularly appear before me, sometimes I'm trying to figure out, why are you here? And why do you think you got caught? I'll let you answer, and then I'll give you the answer. But why do you think you got caught? That's a hard question, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'll tell you why I think you got caught. I don't think you were raised to be a criminal or a thief in any respect whatsoever. You don't know how to commit a crime. That's why you got caught. Okay. And the important thing for you, I'll just take a little bit of time, because I can tell when you walked up here, you were nervous as all could be, right? There's this crazy guy named Simpson up here, and there's no telling what he'll do, right? I bet you were asking your attorney over and over, what's he like? What's he going to do? Right?
I mean, no.
No,
I
you didn't
Googled
ask
you, but
What'd you say?
I Googled you.
I'm not going to ask you what you found, right? You know, it's that day and age. If I want to know, I'm not asking my attorney. I'm just going to Google it. Whatever you do, and you still got to go through the sentencing process and everything else, but I think it's important. You just finished your 2nd year. And out of all of this whole thing, people at times make a lot of mistakes, right? And what you can't do is let this define who you are. There's not a person in this room that hasn't made a mistake that if they could go back, they'd like to do something different, right? But it won't define who you are. Okay? You got that? You didn't expect to have this conversation, did you?
No.
You're not crying, are you? What's wrong?
I just do when I get nervous.
Am I making you nervous?
Well,
Well, what?
I mean, the whole, not you particularly.
Just the whole thing, right? Okay. You'll make it through all of this, all right? You just kind of walk it through. There'll be some things for you to do, but it looks like you and your family got a head start on a lot of stuff. And you'll make it through. At some point then later in life, you'll look back and you'll try to figure out why the heck I did that, and maybe even get a little bit of a chuckle out of it in some way. Okay. So what kind of arts do you do?
A theater.
Your theater?
Mhm.
Really? So acting?
Yeah.
Probably good that you're with a bunch of lawyers. Seems all we do anyway, right? All right. Okay, young lady, you take care of yourself. All right.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor. And you just want me to give you a copy of that certificate from her class at sentencing? Or would you like a copy?
Well, I'll tell you what, on your way out, you can start the process. You can stop down at my probation department. They'll be on your left on the way down. And if you have a copy of the certificate, you could, if they'll take it right now, you can give it to them.
Okay.
Right now.
What you've just witnessed is one of those rare courtroom moments where the law, human emotion, and personal history all collide in real time. Let's break down exactly what happened here. Because this case, the People versus Kamar Reed, is about much more than an OWI charge from the very beginning. Kamar Reed walks into the courtroom prepared to admit responsibility. She enters knowing she's facing a misdemeanor OWI, a bond violation, and the possibility of jail time. The judge methodically reviews her rights, outlines the potential penalties up to 93 days in jail, fines, community service, rehabilitative services, and even potential vehicle immobilization. This is standard, but it's essential. Before any guilty plea is accepted, the defendant must confirm they understand every consequence and are entering the plea voluntarily. But where this hearing becomes more than routine is in the judge's unexpected shift deeper into Kamar's life. Once she admits to the bond violation, acknowledging she drank alcohol while out on bond, the judge doesn't merely hand down a consequence. Instead, he pauses the legal proceedings and begins exploring the emotional and psychological factors behind her behavior. He asks about her father's passing, her age when it happened, how she coped, and how that loss transitioned into the drinking patterns that eventually led her here. This is important for two reasons. First, it reflects a judicial philosophy focused on rehabilitation rather than simple punishment. Second, it shows the judge is trying to understand why the violation happened, not just that it did. You'll notice Kamar is candid about her struggles withdrawing from college courses, drinking heavily after her father's death, and trying therapy but not feeling fully connected to her current therapist. She even admits she wasn't communicating fully with her family, a common hallmark of unresolved grief. The judge then responds not just as a legal authority, but as someone who personally understands loss. His disclosure about losing his own father at 16 is not typical courtroom dialogue, but here it serves a purpose. It humanizes the moment and underscores the seriousness of unprocessed grief. By drawing that parallel, he's making it clear that he recognizes her pain, and that she cannot navigate it alone or through self-destructive coping mechanisms. In the end, he makes a very pointed choice. Instead of keeping her incarcerated, he sentences her to 2 days of jail credit, time she has already served. In other words, she's freed today. But this freedom comes with structure. He orders her to report to community corrections for a scram tether, a device that monitors alcohol consumption, curing accountability while allowing her to return to her life, school, and family. And then comes the most poignant part. He orders her to return to school. That is incredibly rare. Judges can encourage, recommend, or strongly urge education. But here he frames it almost as a life directive, an anchor to pull her forward. What we're seeing is a judge leveraging the power of the court not just to punish, but to redirect. This case becomes a transformative moment, one where accountability meets compassion, and where consequences are tied directly to personal growth. Now, the big question for viewers: do you think the judge made the right call by releasing her and focusing on rehabilitation? Should she have faced harsher penalties for violating bond? Or did the judge strike the perfect balance between accountability and empathy? Drop your thoughts in the comments. These are the kinds of cases that spark real debate. And if you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.